Hey, welcome back. I'm Wes Wood, the Income Guy, and thanks for tuning in to today's show titled Know Your Income Options. So far, we talked about the conservative and moderate tools in the Income Specialist Toolbox, and we've touched on the aggressive category. Now let's talk more about that and why having the right strategy is just as important as using the right tools. So in my experience, the conservative, moderate tools we talked about today are generally the most appropriate for investors that are in or nearing that retirement time of life. But with that said, there's no such thing as just a one-size-fits-all financial strategy, and no income specialist takes that approach. The tools that he or she may use are going to be specifically situated for your situation to take in all the relevant factors. Things like your age, your assets, your retirement timeline, your risk tolerance, and of course your goals. For instance, if you're already retired and you have a very comfortable savings, a strategy built mainly around conservative tools and strategies might suit your needs. On the other hand, if you're planning to retire within 5 years, but you're worried you still haven't saved enough, a higher risk income plan might be right for you, meaning one that still gives you good growth, but potentially protects your downside better than your current growth-based plan. This plan would include certain tools like in the moderate category and possibly even some of those in the aggressive box. But this is where having the right strategy is just as important as having the right tools. For example, you might continue investing in stocks, but using a strategy geared towards dividend income rather than capital gains. Just understand that investing for dividends is more challenging than investing for growth, and that stocks are always considered riskier investments than, of course, individual bonds. But all the same, the right dividend strategy, created with the help of the right advisor, can give you much more practical way to invest in the stock market as you're approaching or you're entering the retirement phase of life. The main point is this again, is that once you know all your income options, you realize it's a much broader and more versatile range of tools than you probably ever thought. So broad and so versatile, in fact, that an income specialist is sure to be able to help you find the right tools and strategies to fit your needs and help you achieve your goals. But before we welcome back Dave, I urge you to get your free copy of my report, Investing for Income in the Stock Market. It comes with your free retirement income kit, and you can get one by visiting retiretv.com or by calling 615-826-5749. But now, let's welcome back income specialist and the founder of the Retirement Income Store, David Scranton. Welcome back again, Dave.
Yeah, Wes, I'm not sure all your viewers caught something you said there that's very important. And that's that investing for dividends can be more difficult than investing for growth in the stock market. I think a lot of people think, I just buy some big blue chip stocks that pay high dividends and I set it, forget it, and I've got nothing to worry about, when that really couldn't be any further from the truth.
Yeah, investing for growth is definitely easier in a lot of cases for the do-it-yourselfers, but do-it-yourselfers tend to struggle more with investing for interest and dividends, especially in dividend-paying stocks. Because investing for growth, you can buy technology stocks and ride the wave up, ride the wave down. Matter of fact, if you wanted to, you could even put some stop losses in place that if things get really bad and the market drops and those technology stocks lose value, maybe they'll sell out to cash and then you can hop back into growth later on and ride the momentum on the up years. But investing for dividends is different. In dividend investing stocks is we're playing the long game. We need to start by where a lot of times the growth investments stop. You need to start doing the research on understanding these companies, the valuation of these companies. Are they at the beginning of their lifespan? Or are they towards the end of their lifespan? How much cash they have on the sideline, how much money they have available to continue paying dividends. Because what we don't want to get caught in is a situation where you're buying just a dividend paying stock because it looked okay in the past, but perhaps in the future that position is going to cut dividends, or worse, value is going to go down substantially. So the analysis begins before the buy. And investing in dividend-paying stocks can be a much more complicated process, which is why it's important to hire somebody or have somebody available to help you with getting into those types of investments.
That's right, because something that you and I have talked about a lot is if you go back 100 years and you look at the 30 stocks that are in the Dow Jones Industrial Average, There's really only one company that's still in business, and that's General Electric. Companies like Woolworth have gone out of business, and many others. So the reality is no company stays on top of its perch forever, and a lot of times those that pay high dividends might be on the way out. So yeah, very careful. I always say, don't try this at home. I agree with you completely. But even then, even if you have the right person behind you, stock market investing is not for everyone, even if it is dividend based.
Yeah, that's true, and that's going to be many factors depending on which investments are best for you in the income world. I find that some people do have the risk tolerance to invest in dividend paying stocks, but maybe they don't have quite the timeline anymore, or perhaps they have plenty of assets and they're what we call winning the ball game of life, and they don't need to take that kind of risk anymore. They can go more of the contract-based investments, moderate to conservative tools, generate a great income for their entire lifetime, and those particular investments have a great fit, so they don't need to step out and go up the risk curve to try to generate growth plus income. And in some cases, I
would say, so no one size fits all when it comes to retirement investing, especially if you're retired or within those 10 years leading up to retirement.
That's right, yeah. And a lot of growth advisors are just going to be using more of a cookie cutter type of programs. But investing for income, there's much more to that. Matter of fact, when I'm typically taking clients through picking the right investments with them, I love to get their input and really get to know them, get to know their goals, their timeline, what are they looking for, and then help with their input build a portfolio that's well suited for them. And things can change over time. Somebody that's maybe a little bit more aggressive now and using those types of dividend paying stocks over time, maybe they want to take on less risk. But unfortunately, and what we find in the growth world a lot of times is that people just use more of a cookie cutter approach. Maybe the advisor does a questionnaire, puts it into a computer system, spits out an algorithm, and it shows a pie chart on how much money should be invested in bond funds versus stock funds. So investing for income is more complicated, but definitely the right fit for most folks. But Dave, thank you for joining us again. I'm Wes Wood, the income guy. I want to say thank you for watching. If you have any questions about anything we've covered on today's show, please reach out to me at retiretv.com or by calling 615-826-5749.
A fiduciary is someone legally obligated to act in your best interest. Doctors, lawyers, and some financial advisors are fiduciaries, but not all. When you work with Wes Wood and his team at Wood Financial Group, you are working with fiduciaries. They help clients create customized investment portfolios based off their retirement goals. If you're ready to work with a fiduciary, visit retiretv.com and schedule a free, no-obligation conversation with Wes or a Wood Financial Group advisor.
I'm David Scranton. During my career, I found that most baby boomers have done a great job growing their retirement savings, yet many don't know how to convert their savings into steady income. And that is why I built the Retirement Income Store, to help hardworking Americans preserve their assets and establish steady streams of income.
If you're age 55 or older, our free Retirement Income Kit is for you. Learn the fundamentals of investing for income. Discover potential hidden risks to your retirement plan. Visit yourincomekit.com to download your free Retirement Income Kit.